Yo guys, Gluten-Free EDC here. I am Brian, your gluten-sensitive representative. Today I have the ACE Bleeker to share with you by GiantMouse. Before I do that, I just want to share a little bit, guys. I hit 500 subscribers. Uh, it's a big milestone for me. I know I don't put out a crazy amount of content, but I do really enjoy this hobby, making content for you guys. I love knives. I love the knife community, and it means a lot that, I have a few of you supporting me, and yeah, it really does mean a lot. So I just wanted to share a little thank you with you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you very much to everyone that's watching and enjoying the content. It makes me want to continue making it, honestly. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on. So into the video, why you're actually here. The ACE Bleeker. This is a really cool, slim gentleman's folder. It's a really sweet little knife. This one is in titanium. You got the titanium backspacer, titanium wire clip, which is reversible, which is really nice. I love seeing that. Wire clip, I mean, come on, it's still one of my favorites. I don't have a single knife with a wire clip, but man, it's so good. Like, yeah, really, really cool. So cool to have this one. You got the crown spine going on the blade. And let's get to the blade. So your only mechanism for deployment on this knife is actually going to be this thumb hole. So you can slow roll it open, super easy, really nice. You can also middle finger flick. You can thumb flick. I believe you can do that. Everything, yeah, left-handed, so yeah, I can do most of it. Probably not thumb, not the best. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying. But you can slow roll it. So really cool, really nice, and yeah, awesome. The blade itself just flows so nicely. This is in Magna Cut at about 62 HRC is where they're clocking it. It's a 3.26 inch blade from tip to frame. Not bad. It's got a satin finish to it. I like it. Kind of like got that like belt grind to it. You can see the lines. Yeah, it's just really, really nice. I love the way it's done. The flat along here. They have the jimping, as always, how GiantMouse always has it where your thumb is actually going to fall. On this one, maybe a bit far forward for me personally, but I got tiny little hands. But when you do a pinch grip, perfect for me. So I do still like having that there. Fairly thin grind. Overall, you're looking at a thickness of 0.11 inches. So not very thick to start off with. Then I believe it's just a flat grind all the way down. What's crazy about this is, so it's thin. It's very just thin in general. Fits really well in the hands. Like the ergos are just great. Like they always knock it out of the park with ergos. So nothing crazy there. Nothing out of the blue that the ergos are going to be good on a GiantMouse knife, right? Crazy about this one. So it's just so thin overall. Not that tall. Smaller blade height wise and thickness wise. This is only coming in. It's clocked at 2.2 on the website. Honestly, mine was clocking at 2.1, so maybe even a little bit lighter. 2.2 ounces, that is. So yeah, that's crazy. I think action-wise, this knife is so good. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying this one. This is in a pass-around group that I'm in, and I've had it way too long. Sorry to everyone in the pass-around, but yeah, this is phenomenal to mess around with, just to on the fidget aspect. So cool. Yeah, so I think action wise phenomenal. It's not like the most fall shut, but it goes in nice and easy, and you can kind of easily throw it home. It's on bearings, but super snappy out, and the D10 holds it in place really nice, so that's good. So yeah, slow rolling it, as like, I'm in love with slow rolling this knife. Like, the D10's good, but it's just, the placement of this is so perfect, and your access to it because of this cutout really just lets you get your thumb deep in there and just push it up. It's perfect. This is a frame lock. I find that in my left hand, it can make that definitely feel heavier. So it makes it feel as though the D10's heavier because your thumb has nowhere to go, really. So you kind of have to sit on the lock bar. You could go up here, but there's not much up here. So yeah, I think that's better. But definitely feel it, but it doesn't stop it from popping out. The one thing with the frame lock I would mention is I find this in a lot of knives, honestly. I'm a bit anal about lock bar tension. So the D10 doesn't seem to be too heavy, right? I think they need that lock bar tension to be where it's at. The lock bar tension, good. I'd keep that where it's at. The problem is access to the lock bar, like, it does stick up a little bit there. You can kind of see. And then they have those cutouts there. I think that's good. Like, it does give you some grip, but it's pretty tough to move that over. Like, and when I say tough, like, anyone's going to be able to do it, of course. But, like, if you're fidgeting and that's, like, primarily what you're doing with this knife, yeah, you might not enjoy that lock bar tension too much. You know, messing around with this knife, fidgeting with it constantly for, half a month almost. Yeah, it's definitely not something I can, like, want to do often with that lock bar. Did it stop me from fidgeting with it? No, but also I knew I would only have it for so long. So I think that's worth noting. The lock bar tension to me, I feel like if they gave me a little more access to the lock bar there, maybe that would be better. I'm not sure that would fix it. It's just got like a little tiny cutout here, right? So the lock bar relief, and it's right at the end, right? So I don't know if extending this out would help. I'm really not sure how they could fix that, or if it's even worth fixing, right? Regardless, worth mentioning. But overall, this is a fantastic knife, guys. I'm blown away by it. So I just wanted to do a quick comparison. Had to run and get this one. First, gotta compare it to the GM11. I believe that's what this one is. This is like, I absolutely love this knife, guys. It's such a sick knife. This is one of those knives where it feels like a custom, and it's totally a production. Like they killed it with this knife. But anyway, video on that to come. But yeah, there's a comparison for that. The Kingpin, which I happen to have on me. This was a really cool knife that was gifted to me, actually. Shout out to you. I'm not going to name names, but thank you, sir. And I gotta have a custom on here. This is a video to come. This is a Dandy Cool by Jiminy Clestrot. One of my favorite customs that I have currently. He's right up there with Lespec, Bernier. Man, if you know the French makers, this guy should be in your books. Just saying. But yeah, quick comparison to some knives. Kingpin, I'll have a video on this guy too. Sweet little knife. But yeah, just a small comparison for you guys. Like I said, the overall length is, I don't think I said it actually. Handle length is like just a smidge over 4 inches. It's technically 4.14 inches. Overall length is basically 7.5 inches. It clocks in like a hair under. Technically, it's at 7.43 inches in total. Yeah, I think it's perfect. Maybe I like it on the 7-inch side typically, and like a 3-inch blade. So, but it's still, I think everything works about this knife. in my opinion. So yeah, I love the size of this knife. It's a great little gentleman's folder. So that's that, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have any questions, please post them below. And thank you again so much for the support. It means a ton. I'm going to keep putting out more and more content. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. The support means everything. Until next time, guys. Cheers.